pals, welcome to this week's Bookish Banter. So this is the May TBR video. I'm gonna go over all of the books that I want to read this month. I have quite a few, but I have explanations and it's gonna be okay. I didn't read a ton last month. I only read like 4 books, which is like a lot of books, but just not like my goal. My goal is like 6 to 8 every month as they're falling off my lap. And yeah, so I have 3 arcs that I have to read, and then the rest of them are books that I picked out that I want to read. One of them is a pre-order and I don't have it yet, and yeah, so let's get into my arcs first. Okay, so my first arc is Time Loops and Meet Cutes. This one's from Atria and it comes out May 6th. I will have my review up for this one, I think on the 7th or the 6th if I can like get all the stuff done. But yeah, this one, it's like Groundhog Day-ish, and there's like magical dumplings involved. I don't know, I'm really excited about it. So there's that one, and then the next one is actually, I have a physical copy of it. So it's All Twerk No Play by Bailey Seaborn. So this one I arc read the first book, which was Peppermint Bark No Bite in the series, and fell in love with Bailey's writing, fell in love with the characters in the books, and Booked with the Emilys runs the book tours for them, and they accepted me for both of them. So excited. I have the physical copy of Peppermint Bark too, but I left it on the bookshelf and I'm not redoing this video, so here we are. But yeah, so this is another one. My post for this one comes out I think on the 10th, so make sure you're following my Instagram for that. And then the other one that I have is And They Were Roommates. Super cute queer rom-com about roommates, and that one's from Macmillan, and I'm really excited to read that one. That one doesn't come out until May 27th, so I haven't started that one yet. But yeah, no, I'm really excited about these arcs. I can't wait. The first 2 I'll be reading this week because they're like, well, I already started All Twerk. I already started this one, but I'm trying to read it slow because I'm gonna be so excited about it. Like, I already love it, and I don't want to post early. Like, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the whole world, but I'll get so excited and then like everything will be already posted everywhere else but not on Instagram, and I'll feel weird about it. And so I'm just reading it slow, taking my time. It's gonna be great. Yeah, so there's that. I'm also, let's see, I only think I have like 1 or 2 arcs for next month, so I might go like arc shopping later on and see if I can find a few. I know I'm supposed to be like reading more of my own library, but we'll talk about that here in a little bit too. But yeah, let's get on to the physical books that I'm reading, and yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I'm technically rereading these 2 books. These are Sorry I Haven't Texted You Back and the Music Was Just Getting Good. They're poetry books by Alicia Cook. They're some of my favorites. I have them highlighted to heck. Oh, and I also have them on my Kindle. I got to arc read The Music Was Just Getting Good. And then I have the first one. There's 3. I have the first one on my Kindle, but I don't have it. I think I have it on my Kindle. Yeah, I have it on my Kindle. I have these 2, and I am buying the first one in a hard copy. I just don't have it yet. But yeah, these, highly recommend them. I'm rereading them again and then letting one of my coworkers borrow them so they can break her heart too and put it all back together because it's really cool. These are written really neat. So she writes the poems and then they're mixtapes. So then you get to the back of the book and she like doodles on them. I don't want you to like see what it is, but it turns the poem into a new poem, like what the root of that poem was. It's just really cool. I love this style. It was very creative, and yeah, these 2 I highly recommend. I can recommend them because I've already read them, and now I'm almost done rereading both of them, but I just wanted to share. And then the next one I'm going to be reading is Am I Trans Enough? I felt like this was just appropriate with everything going on. Not that like I'm unsettled or anything in my like gender or anything like that. It's just affirming, and at this point in time in the society that we're in, anything that I can read that makes me feel stronger and more brave, where I can stand up for other people, I'm gonna do that. And I feel like this book will really resonate. It's got some really great reviews on it, and I've taken a peek in a couple of the chapters just to read like the first couple lines, and I don't know, it just sounds It sounds like something that I need, so I'm really excited to read this one. And then the next one, this one was sent to me by Gallery. I meant to read it last month, I just ran out of time, but this is No Rest for the Wicked. I'm so excited. This is like Valkyrie assassin with like a vampire warlord, I think. Yes, okay. I just wanted to make sure. I needed like a fantasy, like a, I don't know, like it just sounds like it's gonna be exactly what I need. So I'm really excited. Like this one might get moved up to next week. I haven't decided yet. And then the last one on my physical TBR, physical TBR is Sanctuary of the Shadow. This one was my mystery TBR. So I have a video on this, but I have a mystery TBR. And so for Christmas, my partner bought me a bunch of books that were on my wish list and also combined them with books that I hadn't already, like I had already owned, but they were on my bookshelf and I hadn't read them. Wrapped them all up, randomly numbered them, and then every single month I roll a d20 dice, and whatever number it lands on is the book that I read. We're having a slight problem with this. Like, I'm liking it. Like, I love the concept of it, but I realized the books that were on my bookshelf that I hadn't read yet, I hadn't read for a reason. Like, I didn't want to. They had sounded interesting at the time, and now like I've like started reading them, or I reread the synopsis and it's just not my vibe. I kind of want to open all of them up and rewrap them for what I actually want to read, and then mix in all of the books that I've like gotten so far this year from my publisher friends and do that. So I don't know, let me know, should I just like keep going and just like skip the books that I don't want? Like this is one of them. Like I want to read this one, but there was, hold on, I technically rolled this one first, but I don't want to read this one. Like it's huge right now. I don't want a big book right now. It's fantasy, which is fine. It says nothing is more dangerous than a fairy tale, which is rad. My friend gave me this book, and like it has all the pretty like cards and stuff. And it says The Cruel Prince Meets City of Bones. I never read City of Bones. I did read Cruel Prince, loved Cruel Prince. I have the velvet copy of that book, but I just skipped it. And it's not that like I don't want to read it someday. It's just that I don't want to read it right now. And I don't know, like some of these books I want to keep on my shelf, but I know there are some in there that I just didn't want to read, and I didn't know it at the time. And then I like looked through my list the other day, figuring it out now. I'm figuring out like where I'm at in my reading. So yeah, let me know what you think about that, about changing up my mystery TBR. I think it'll be good for my like brain. Like I think I'll be more willing to read it. I've only read 2 books out of my mystery TBR, and they just happened to be 2 books that I had pre-ordered before Christmas and didn't come in until January, and then I happened to be able to read them in January and March. So yeah, so I might change it up. But yeah, so that's my May TBR for May. So that's my TBR for May. Yay, I did it. I'm really excited. It's like a chaotic mixture of like queer stuff, romance, fantasy, poetry, heartbreak, battling, death, destruction, love. Like there's so many things. I'm so excited. It's all my favorite things in books. So I'm hoping that I can like blow through this. And if I do, I have a couple books like on my backlog that I could jump into a little early that are like my June arcs, but we'll talk about those in June. Even if I read them in May, I'll tell you about them in June. But yeah, that's everything that I'm planning on reading this month / already started reading this month. Let me know what you're reading in the comments. If you want to check out my other book reviews, go to sambartley.com. They're on there. They're also on Goodreads, they're on Storygraph, and they're on Instagram. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, pals.